we used to hear gossip at school about students running away with teachers. And that did happen at my school.
Oh my god. How old were they? Ew.
She was 15.
What the Hello and welcome back to The Feminine Perspective. My name is Emily.
And I'm Verity.
So we're in a bit of a different setting today. We are in my bedroom because...
My bedroom is having a makeover currently as we speak. Mm-hmm. It's halfway through. So, and I am living out of boxes.
Yeah.
And I'm very sad. Boxes and bags. Mm-hmm. And so I'm very disorganised and chaotic at the moment. So it's nice to actually be here. Be in your room with all your snuggly stuff.
I know, yeah, it's very cozy today.
I feel like I've got a teddy on my lap. It's cute. We are going to start with a dilemma that I found on Am I the Arsehole, a subreddit on Reddit. And we're going to try
Sound like me now, explaining.
I'm going to try and find, we're going to try and find a solution for this guy.
Yeah.
Because he is in a bit of a pickle.
Yeah.
And, we think it's quite a good one. So...
Yeah, we think a lot of people can probably relate to this because I've definitely been in this situation before.
Definitely. I've been in this situation and I'll read it to you and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So it says, recently I found myself in a challenging situation involving a friend whose wife is close to mine. Mm. I learned that his wife is cheating on him through an unintended slip-up. This revelation has left me torn as I grapple with the moral implications of sharing or withholding this information. On the one hand, I strongly feel loyalty to my friend and believe that he deserves to know the truth about his relationship. As a friend, I feel like it's my duty to support him, even if it involves delivering difficult news. However, the issue is complicated because the information I acquired inadvertently implicates my wife as the source. Mm-hmm. It's crucial to note that she didn't willingly disclose this sensitive matter. It was an honest and unintentional mistake. Consequently, she has requested me not to reveal the information to my friend, fearing the repercussions that might affect her friendship with his wife. Mm. This leaves me torn between honouring my commitment to my wife and safeguarding our relationship or prioritising my loyalty to my friend's well-being. While I understand my wife's concerns and the desire to protect her friendship, I also recognise that withholding the truth might lead to a breach of trust with my friend. Moreover, if he eventually learned that I had this information and chose not to share it, it could severely damage our friendship. Mm-hmm. What do you think I should do? So I'm not going to go straight in with what I think. I think, obviously, if we're going to go down a logical route, the logical route is if you're an honest person...
You would say.
And you respect a friend, you would say.
Yeah.
But I think there's different tiers to this.
Yeah. It's hard. I feel like, obviously in one respect, you would tell them. But then in the other regard, you could say that it's not my business.
Right.
And I understand a lot of people's viewpoint with that one.
Right.
You know.
Do you want to expand a little bit on that? Because I also was thinking... I was also thinking along the same lines in the car as I was driving here today. I was like, ooh, what's my opinion going to be? And so if you expand on it, I think we'll probably have similar feelings.
So it's really hard because obviously there's multiple people's feelings involved in this. Obviously, if we're going from like a biblical standpoint, I guess your wife is the person who you honour the most. So if she has specifically requested that you don't tell that person, then obviously it's so hard, isn't it, when it's your friend as well. But I do feel like sometimes when you are the bearer of bad news, sometimes you can suffer the repercussions of that.
Right. And not even from a biblical standpoint, from just like a societal standpoint, like it depends. Okay, so how long have they been married? Mm-hmm. You know, is this a 1-year marriage? Like, how long have you known your significant other?
But I guess like marriage is the final commitment, isn't it? So marriage is like your utmost like
The person that you're supposed to, that's your
Yes.
ride or die.
Oh, 100%.
You know, by the time you've chosen to marry somebody,
Mm-hmm.
that's like, that goes above and beyond your friendships,
Yeah.
even though you love your friends dearly.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Your partner is, they're part of your family. And I know friends can be too, you know. But I suppose it's as well, like, I mean, if this is like a 30, 40-year long marriage, surely your loyalty has to lie
With your wife.
Mm-hmm. But what about your morals in all of that as well? Like,
because I guess on the flip side, you would hope that if it was the other way around and this was happening to you, that you would be told by your friend.
Right. Because I think about this, right? So now imagine this situation is me and you.
Yeah.
If I knew that your boyfriend was cheating on you and I didn't say anything to you,
or my husband,
let's say husband, right? So we've now got husbands. We've married ourselves off. If I knew, so imagine we're going 10 years into the future, right? Me and you right now.
Yeah. Love that you think I'll be married at 10 years.
I do.
Hope so.
I've got some fucking faith in that shit, you know. I think we're both going to be married because obviously, you know, we shouldn't sit on the shelf for that long.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? So 10 years from now, we're both married with husbands. Let's say, you know, we get married in like 3 years, 4 years, and we've been together. We've been married to them for 6 years, maybe together. Let's say I've already met mine and you meet yours tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? So 10 years from now. Now, if obviously our friendships also are going to have gone on for a long time by that point. So I guess it also depends on how long you've had that friendship for.
Yeah.
But imagine I turn around to you or I find out that your husband's cheating on you and I don't say anything to you.
Yeah. Because I imagine like we would be friends with our husbands as well. And our husbands would be friends. So it would be like the same dynamic.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to think about it, isn't it, when you put yourself in that situation?
Absolutely.
But it's so hard because obviously I feel, I don't know, man. Oh, it's so hard.
I don't feel like you would ever speak to me again if I knew that. And
100%.
And I think you would be well within your rights not to talk to me again.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. As if it happened to me,
yeah,
I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
But then in the same breath, I also understand it's like you don't want to ruin a good thing.
I know.
You know what I mean? Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, true,
you know?
True.
So I feel like if that was me in that situation with you, I would be torn as well because I'd be like, obviously, consequently, that will end in the marriage ending.
Well, this is something I was going to say as well. So
you would like to hope so.
You would like to hope that people had enough self-respect to do that.
That's another factor because if that isn't the case, and it doesn't end, well, then your friendship is compromised.
Right. And I have been, I don't want to go too much into this, but I have been on the receiving end of information like this before. Yeah. Where I have been privy to information and I know. How
did you find out? Can you go into that?
I'd rather not.
Okay.
I'd rather not. Just on here.
That's fair.
And to be honest, I don't really know if I remember, but I just, you know, like you live in a town, you hear things. And I knew that this person would not leave that partner.
Oh, you knew that?
Yeah. Why? Because they had been told things before and that hadn't resulted in the relationship breaking down or the marriage breaking down. And so when you're in a position like that and you're aware of something and you've got that information and you know that that person isn't going to leave that person anyway, they're probably not going to believe you anyway. Yeah. It then becomes like, great, now I know this information. Morally, I have to act on what I know to be right. Yeah. And now I know that's going to affect our friendship. And that's basically nothing's going to happen to that marriage. Yeah. But that friendship's going to die.
This is another factor I just thought of. with those people on there, obviously they didn't specify, but do they have children?
Right.
Because now it's not only them involved, it's if they have children as well.
Yeah. There's so many different things to think about.
Yeah. But I do think at the end of the day, he shouldn't have. Who was cheating? Him, right? In the dilemma.
No. So in the dilemma, it's
the wife is cheating.
The wife, the wife of his friend.
So I love that I assumed it was the guy.
It's him.
Yeah, I think. Obviously, I mean, bottom line of the fact that she made her bed, so she has to consequently lie in it. I guess it's just hard because I feel like you don't know how manipulative she is, and if she could spin it and be like, you know, where does your loyalty lie as a friend? You know, how could you tell your husband, like, blah blah blah?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially, it sounds like she knew. Yeah. You know, and she's obviously accidentally let it slip. There's
like three relationships to think about here. Maybe 4 if they've got kids.
If they've got children, yeah.
So you've got the man and his friend, the woman, the wife and her friend, and then you've got the husband and wife, and then you've got the other husband and wife as well.
Because then will they fall out about it as well if he comes to a decision?
Right.
Because if he then feels, you know, his moral obligation is to tell the husband, then is their relationship going to break down as well?
I know.
Oh my god,
so tricky. So we could end up with, like, you know, the 2 guys falling out because there's mistrust there.
Exactly.
I think this guy is in a lose-lose situation.
100%.
Like, I really think there is no way for him to win.
No.
How do you win this? You know, you're either going
to
cause problems between your wife and her friend, cause problems in your own marriage, or cause problems in their marriage, or cause problems in your own friendship. Like, there's no way that he can get himself out of the situation.
No.
I would be so mad if somebody told me something like that and put me in that position where either way I'm going to lose. I would rather be ignorant.
Yes,
like you said.
Ignorance is bliss.
Ignorance is bliss. By the way, that goes to my friends out there. You know, if any of you are cheating on your people, please do not tell me. Because I do not want to be in that situation.
Yeah. Oh, that's really hard, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like now that you say when it is a lose-lose, I feel like if I was in that position, I would have a conversation with my wife first and say, look, I'm really struggling with this. Like, I feel like I need to say something and sort of come to an agreement within yourself, because I do think that if it was me and my husband told me, please don't, Emily, please don't fucking say anything.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh God, you know, I don't know.
What would you do?
I feel like I'm crumbling at this.
Yeah.
I feel like ultimately, if I'm putting myself in the situation, because it's so hard, it is a lose-lose, and you've got so many people to consider that now your husband is in on it. I guess, I don't know. I feel like if I was him and my wife was like, no, please don't say anything, like, this cannot, I feel like I'd have to honour what she says. And I know that's controversial, but
I agree with you, because I think like your person you're married to should be your best friend. It should be the person, like we said, your ride or die. And actually, I think because this is going to sound really manipulative, right? But because it's my, like, husband, let's say, that knows the truth, or in this case it's the guy's wife that knows the truth, you could just pretend that you hadn't heard it. Do you know, like, you could just be like, if it all comes out in the end,
you can be like, oh my God, what?
Lie.
Oh my God,
how good are you at doing that? Oh no.
No way. Oh my God.
No idea. Oh my God.
I don't know. I know what I'm like, though, in my own guilty conscience.
Yes.
And if that's my fucking one of my best friends,
that could chew you up.
Oh, that's so hard.
Chew you up,
that would chew me up.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd end up self-sabotaging, but I would sabotage either my friendship or my relationship now. And I'd be angry that you've put me in this position. Yeah.
So many emotions just floating around.
So many.
I feel like I want to know what he actually did, you know?
Yeah. I feel like context actually does context. Oh, I don't know. Does context matter?
Yeah, I think it does.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think it does, because I think it matters how long they've been friends for.
Yeah.
Like, whose was
Oh,
the
true.
original friendship?
Yeah.
Was it the two wives that were originally friends, or was it the two guys that were originally friends?
Mm-hmm.
Like, or did they all just meet at like a couples thing together? Because, okay, so hear me out. So I would say, so say we're going 10 years into the future again with our pretend husbands now. Imagine it, like, I would say that my husband wouldn't have the same loyalty to your husband as I had to
me. 100%. Yeah, I agree.
So I think that whether my husband wanted to tell you or to ruin his friendship with your husband is irrelevant to me. Like, at that point in time, I would look at, I know that sounds really harsh, but I'd be like, my friendship with Emily beats your friendship with that guy.
Yeah.
I know you guys might care about each other and go play pool and darts and do whatever it is you're going to do, but ultimately my loyalty is with Emily and with my husband, not with Emily's husband.
Yeah.
Your husband.
Yeah.
So I think context does matter.
Also, what's the level of cheating? I feel like that could play a part in it. Was it a drunken mistake, like a kiss? Was it, or is this a full-blown double life relationship?
Oh shit, yeah.
If that's the case,
oh fuck,
that makes it
even worse.
Yeah. I feel like if that's the case,
I think it might. I think it might be that, because he said he didn't use the word cheated. He used cheating.
Yeah.
Which.
Oh yeah. So it seems like an ongoing thing.
Yeah, like a double lie.
Yeah, I feel like. God. I feel like if this happened to me and my friend cheated, and they're in a, I feel like this is why I say like context matters in a sense of the degree. If my friend has a like husband and they have been together for years, they have children, they have a house together, mortgage, all of these things, right? All of these ties. If she went out and made a big mistake and like just kissed someone or something, then I probably would be like, okay, I'd scold you in one-on-one, but I'd be like, okay, I'll keep my fucking mouth shut because it's not worth, you know? But I feel like then it's a case if you're cheating and you're living a double life and you've gone to that level and you don't feel guilty yourself, then I would think, well, you clearly don't fucking feel guilty, so you wouldn't mind if your husband knows then, would you?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you know, you have a whole other separate relationship.
Yeah. But that's different if it's just
Yeah.
you that knows that your friend's cheating. Now it's your husband that knows as well. Like, it's fucking, it's crazy how, what, I think, okay, here's what I think. I think I would have to have a conversation with the wife. So if I was him.
That's what I said,
So a conversation with.
And just lay it on the table and be like, this is eating me alive. Like, please can we come to some sort of agreement that we say.
Yeah. But then go to the other person that's the cheater and say, look, I would maybe say to my wife, hey, you have a conversation with your friend. You tell her that you've slipped up, that you've accidentally told me, and now I'm aware.
Yeah.
I want to speak to her. Like directly to the cheater to say, right, I'm going to say nothing.
But you need to come clean.
You either need to come clean or you need to dead it.
Yes.
Bin it off.
Yeah.
I expect that to happen.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then I'm going to tell you.
I'm going to tell him. Yeah. I think that's a good idea. But then put the ball in her court and be like, I know now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not going to step on your toes and just tell him straight away.
Yeah.
I'm going to let you know that I know.
Yeah.
Now you need to come clean yourself. I'm going to give you the opportunity to be honest and say from yourself. If not, then I will say. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the the moral ground you have to sort of come on, really. You
Yeah.
kind of have to say.
You have to, I think.
It's so hard,
But
isn't
then
it?
you're giving that responsibility because you
Yes.
motherfucker, you put me in this position.
Yeah.
You put me in this position,
Mhm.
not like I didn't put myself here. I didn't
Yeah,
ask to be
you
put
didn't
in this
ask.
position. My
Mhm.
wife has accidentally slipped up, told me something,
Yeah.
and now I'm in this fucked up position
Mhm.
where either way I lose.
Yeah.
I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
Everyone take their responsibility
Yes,
back.
yeah.
You fucked up.
Yeah.
You fucked up. You can all have your own shit and deal with it. And
Mhm.
I put those boundaries in, I think,
Yeah.
and be like, here you are. Oh, here you are. Hand it back to you all.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So ultimately, you would tell him.
Yes.
Mm.
I think I'd give her the opportunity
Yeah, to be honest first.
to be honest
Mhm.
first. Or
Put the ball in her court again.
yeah. Or if she deaded it off
Mhm.
and that's what she said, okay, yeah, I've made a stupid mistake. Like, the marriage isn't going very well. We've had loads of problems.
Yeah.
But I don't have love for this guy. I
Yeah.
just think I got caught up in this. I'm going to dead it off.
Mhm.
If she did or didn't dead it off, I wouldn't know. But if that's what I believed, I don't think I'd feel like I was
Yeah.
carrying that
I
weight
just
on my
thought about
shoulders.
something actually.
Yeah.
As the two wives, how can you be if she already knew, and obviously she's accidentally slipped up to her husband that
Yeah.
her friend is cheating?
Yeah.
I would be worried as the husband. This would then make me go into another thing
Okay.
where I'd be like, are you cheating as well? Because clearly I do believe that birds flock and you align. Like, I can confidently say that none of my friends, I can confidently say that none of my friends have a different moral compass to me.
Yes.
Because I wouldn't be friends with
No.
someone like that.
Yeah.
And I've actually got rid of friends who
Mhm.
I then found out that they were cheating.
Mhm.
I've had the experience where I told her boyfriend.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because it was the way she delivered it. This was
Okay.
at school. This
Can
was a
we
long
talk
time
about
ago.
it or not?
Yeah,
on
it
here
was
or no?
so long ago.
Okay.
Like, I don't think it would be a massive problem.
Yeah.
So, but I was friends with the boyfriend as well. I've been friends with him for years, and I was in their friendship group at school.
That's different.
It was very different,
Yeah.
yeah. And we were sat down once. There was 6 of us in a group, I'm pretty sure. And I remember sitting down at lunch, and she was bragging about it. Literally was bragging about it, how she cheated on him, and I literally am listening, and I'm like, and I'm looking around the table, right? And then the first thing I said was, am I the only one that's got a fucking problem with this?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, and I was like, nah. I said, what the fuck are you doing? Because I couldn't believe that she's like proud.
Yeah.
And she was saying it. If she'd delivered it in a different way and was like, oh, I fucked up. Yeah. Different. If it was a one time you fucked up, whatever.
So she was just bragging.
She was bragging about it.
What an idiot as well.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna, like, I'm sorry, but if you are gonna cheat,
Yeah.
don't fucking tell however many people are sat around the dinner table at school in the friendship group.
This escalated quite a lot as well at school. Like, this was a massive thing. I was always really quiet at school, but I was going through a lot at the same time, and this like just tipped me over the edge because she really fucking tried to make my life hell after this.
Yeah.
So I literally that night went home. I was like really good friends with him. He was like family friend to me. Still friends with him now. And I told him. And I was like, I'm really sorry to tell you, and obviously he was upset. And then, of course, I go to school the next day and, like, she's like, you fucking told him. And I'm like, yeah. Didn't take a genius to figure it out, did it? You've obviously said to the group, and then I'm the only one that's perked up and been like, what the fuck is happening? And then all of a sudden he finds out, like, obviously I knew it was going to come back on me, but I had accepted that fact because I thought, I actually don't like you if you can confidently come to the group and brag about something like that. I don't want to be friends with you. So, that really escalated at school.
That's crazy as well, because you're in a whole friendship group.
Yeah.
So, like, did that impact your friendships with other people?
I left the group after that.
Did you?
Yeah, but there was one girl in the group, obviously not going to say her name, but there was one so this then turned into another thing. So after I just left the group, literally straight away, I literally just got up and I said, I'm obviously not welcome here. Like, we obviously don't align on anything. And I said, I'm disappointed in all of you.
And that was immediately.
Instantly.
Moment.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It was like the next day, obviously. I then,
yeah.
and I took the brunt for saying, and I was like, yeah, I did fucking say, you know. And I left the group and it was just kind of you know what I mean, I just was like, I'm clearly not welcome here, that's fine. But I made everybody else know that I'm fucking disappointed in all of you for that.
Yeah.
Now at school I had quite a lot of friends. Like I never really stayed in one group for too long, you know. I'd been in this group for like a couple of years, you know, so it was quite solid, and I did think that we were going to go the mile, you know. So it was a shame really, but this was my final year of school anyway. So
you were like, whatever.
Yeah, I just thought it was what it was. And then I joined the group of, you know, my friend Shannon. Yeah. So I joined her group afterwards. And that was fine. Anyway, so me and this girl, we did drama together. And she then was making my life hell. She was trying to get the teacher to kick me out of the group, saying that she couldn't work with me because I was like making it difficult for her and whatever. Wow. And I made it crystal clear that like this was not going to affect our school because I'm in my final year of school. Like, this is serious, you know. Yeah. And to then get back at her boyfriend, I don't know why she did it. She then had I don't know if I couldn't say, she had a threesome with his best friend and other friend.
Is that how she cheated on him?
No, this was then after he found.
Oh, like, fuck me. That guy needs to get rid of that friendship group. Yeah. Like, I hope he's not still in it.
Yeah. So she then started saying, so she did that, right? And then started saying that I made it up, right? And I'm like, oh, fuck
this is
off.
The classic like, turn on you.
Oh, completely.
This is why that situation is dangerous, because if you tell the truth, sometimes everybody else just goes into like denial, like, no, I didn't do it.
Yeah, she turned it on me and started telling everyone that I made it up. However, she was quite silly because she didn't tell that to everybody. So her friendship group knew. The one that I was originally in knew that I didn't make it up. Yeah. And that was true because she was obviously bragging to them that she'd done this thing, but to everyone else. But then one of the girls from the friendship group, she spoke to me one-on-one and she said, I just want to let you know, like, I am on your side, by the way, and I don't agree with what she did. But she said, it's the final year of school. She said, I don't have any other friends. I can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
like
I was like,
suicide.
Yeah. And she said, she said, when I leave school, I'm not going to talk to any of these again. So she said, I just want to get through the rest of this year. And then, you know, and I respected her for that. But she never didn't speak to me. She'd always come and sit with, you know what I mean? Always speak to me in front of people. And I really respected her for that. She was the only one I respected out of that whole group.
Do you still talk to her?
No, because we just all grew apart, you know. I don't really speak to anyone I went to school with, to be honest, apart from people I knew before school, you know. Yeah. But then she was then telling people, then she was kind of helping me out behind the scenes, and then other people were sort of coming to me and be like, did you make it up? Because then she was obviously saying to people like she didn't make it up, like blah blah blah. So she was then, do you know what I mean, like helping me out behind the scenes. And then at this point I just fucking had enough, and I just had the intention to go over to her and speak about it, just to clear it, because I was so sick of this issue. I already had a lot of shit going on, like outside at home and outside of school, like a lot of shit, you know. So I literally, and I'm not someone who would bring an entourage to a group to intimidate someone. I'm going to speak to you one-on-one. I've always been this way. And I went over to her and I said bye to my friend. I was like, I said, I'm going to join you in a minute. I'm going to go talk to her right now. And I went over and I tapped her on the shoulder and I was like, look, can we just talk about this, please? Because I'm sick of this now. Like, I just need this to be over. Yeah. And she wouldn't even look at me. And I was like, and then obviously I was like, you know, we're both in drama together. This is just becoming difficult. Like, I don't want this to affect our school. And she's not even looking at me. She still sat down. And one thing about me, I fucking hate rudeness. Yeah. And I'm so level-headed normally, but I think because I've taken so much, and I'm very patient until you push me, and you got to push me far.
It's the straw, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's like those incremental little bits and pieces, then all of a sudden, and then because obviously I'm trying, and I'm being really open, you know, and I'm very sort of, I started with saying, please can we just sort this out, like I'm really sick of this, like it doesn't need to be affecting our schoolwork, like blah blah blah, because obviously then my teacher's telling me that like
bullying her, and I'm like, I'm not. And all my teachers know I was quite a goody two shoes at school. I always did my work. Like, I've never been an issue. Now I know, having teacher friends, that teachers know.
Yes.
Teachers know, and I've figured this out as well.
Yeah, they do.
And my teacher, you know, told me that she was doing this and was like, I'm just letting you know. And I was like, please don't kick me out of this group. Like, I literally have learned the whole script. Like, I know everything about this. This is going to put me at a massive. And she was like, you're not leaving the group. Don't worry. But I'm just letting you, you know, she did let me know. And I was like, thank you. Like, I'm going to sort it. So I did. And then obviously I spoke about it, and she wouldn't even look at me. And then I just said, I don't know. I literally just, and then, yeah, she wouldn't even look at me. And I just said to her, I said, you fucking look at me when I'm talking to you.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, because now
I'm pissed. Did she look at you then?
She literally got up, turned around, and she gave me this look. I can't even describe this look, right? She just looked at me like a piece of shit, right?
Oh, shit.
I'd lost it.
What happened at school? What were the repercussions?
It was not great. Yeah, obviously I don't fucking condone that.
No.
But
you just lost it.
I lost it.
It's the level of, she knew how to press your buttons.
She did, yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously at school, I've never had a fight before, like at school, like nothing.
Yeah.
Right? This was just the final thing for me. And straight away, like everyone, this literally was, people still talk about it now because it's so out of character for me. Yeah. Shit. And then the teachers came, obviously, like instantly.
Oh, fuck.
And
did you get kicked out of drama?
No.
Oh, wow.
No. So both of us got expelled for one day. Which I hated school, so I was like, this is a reward.
Yeah.
I was happy. I was like, oh, cool. Like,
only
but she got expelled only one day. She got expelled as well, though.
Oh, yeah. So they knew the surrounding picture.
Then the next day, they brought my. Sorry, we've really segued off this whole thing, but
no, it's a relevant point.
Yeah. This is the repercussion, I guess, of cheating. But yeah. Then the next day, like my parents had to come in for a thingy, and they. Obviously, like, was like a meeting with my parents, and she had the same with her parents, and the teacher who was like giving us the meeting was literally making fun of her because she was like because they'd had the meeting first, and they were having it with my parents. Obviously, I'm very well known to be good at school, whereas she wasn't, you know, and they said to my parents, and she made fun of her. She was like, oh yeah, because Emily's such a bully, isn't she? And I'm like, and it just made me feel like, oh, thank God, you know, I'm so glad that like the truth has finally come out, and like people can actually see this, how much this affected me, you know.
Yeah.
And obviously they were like, what happened? And I told them, and they were like, oh God, about the like what she was doing in her sexual time, you know, as a child.
Who said that? The teacher?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I feel so sorry for teachers.
I know.
Do you know, like, one of my best friends is a teacher. Obviously, I won't mention her name because, just in case, for whatever reason, any of her students watch our podcast. I'm sure they don't, but just in case. And some of the stuff, like, that I hear that she has to deal with on a day-to-day basis. I just think, girl, you are not paid enough money.
Yeah, one of my best friends is a teacher as well.
Oh, really?
And a lot of my clients are teachers as well, so I hear it all.
They're not paid
and
enough.
And it's funny, I talk to them, and obviously they tell me stuff, and I'm like, I now realise as an adult that teachers are just normal people.
Yes.
Because when I was a kid, I used to think that they just lived at school and then they ceased to exist outside. You know what I mean?
They're just there for your benefit.
Yes,
They don't have a life outside.
And I didn't think they were like normal people with real problems. I just thought they were just teachers, and that was it.
Robotic,
yeah.
And then you'd hear about them having a husband or a kid.
Yeah,
and
and you're like,
you have a kid?
Or we would hear things about like where they'd have an affair with some. You know, we heard all the gossip at school.
I don't know whether I can say this.
Go on.
We used to hear gossip at school about students running away with teachers, and that did happen at my school.
Oh my God! How old were they? Ew.
She was 15.
What the? How old was he?
Oh, God knows. I don't know. He was just like, do you know when you're a kid and you look at someone, you're like, you are fucking old as fuck. You're ancient. She was 15. This is how fucked up the world used to be.
Oh my God. Was he hot?
No. He was like this. No. He had this little ball patch on his head.
What? Yeah. He groomed that girl.
Yeah.
That's serious.
It's serious.
That is so. Are they still together?
I think so. I don't know.
Surely not.
I think so. I think they went off and got married.
See, I think this is serious because that is such a trauma-related thing that, like, this has happened to one of my friends. I'm not going to go into it. Not the teacher thing, but I mean, she was with someone at 15, a lot older than her.
Yeah.
And then it took for her to get to his age for her to realise, oh my God, 15 was so young.
Yes.
But she didn't, obviously, sorry, I got hair in my mouth. Ugh.
Oh, it's there. I can see it.
Can you see it?
Got
there
it.
we go. Got it. Yeah. Obviously, at 15, she was like, oh, "Wow, this older guy is interested in
How
me."
old was he?
He was 21.
It's so gross.
At 15. Oh, it's disgusting. Yeah, absolutely disgusting. And she didn't tell me for a year. And I was like, even at fucking 15, 16, I was like, the fact you've not told me for a year tells me that you know that it's wrong. But this was massive for her. It was really traumatic. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it took for her to then be 21 to then look back and be like, oh, fuck. You realise. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like, at 21, how you see a 15-year-old
is crazy.
is through, like, you see them as little children. Like, now, when I go to the shops and I buy alcohol, and there's a group of kids next to me buying alcohol, and I look at them and go, there's no way they're 18. They look like they're about 11.
Yeah.
And then they come along and go, have you got any ID? And they all pull out their ID. And I'm like, are you taking the fucking piss? These children look like they're 11 years old. And they're 18.
Yeah.
So to think...
Yes, exactly. Like you look at 18-year-olds the same. I know,
babies.
I definitely do.
They look like babies.
That's the thing now. Like when I go to so I went out for Halloween, right? And obviously went to the club, and it's a city club, so it's full of fucking kids, right? I'm 26 now, right?
You're getting old now.
I'm getting old now.
This medicine over here.
But like, it is crazy. Like, I go out, I literally didn't speak to it because they're all kids.
Yeah, they're children.
And people would come up to it, and I'd look at them, and I'd literally be like,
Sorry.
I'd obviously say that it's not true, but I'd literally be like, I'm old enough to be your mum. But obviously, I'm not. But like, that's how it feels. I feel like that.
Do you remember that night out we went on?
Yeah.
I won't say where we went.
Yeah,
we went into the club, and there was this little kid that came up to me. We'd like, I think, wandered off and done our own thing for a little bit. I don't know where we'd gone, me and you. And then we got back together, and this little kid came up to me, and he looked at me. I can't remember even what he said, and he went, hello. And I just remember looking at you, and both you and I locked eyes at this moment in time, and you looked back at me, and I looked at you, and you went, how old is he? And I went, I don't know. And you were like, he literally looks like 18. Yeah. And then I just remember leaning forward in his ear and going, I'm 35. Because I was 35 at that time. He went, you what?
Yeah.
I'm 35. Like, actually old enough to be your mum.
Yeah, exactly.
Get away
Go
from
away.
Me.
Yeah.
You were like, ugh.
Yeah. It's mad, like, you know, when and they stick out like sore thumbs.
Yeah.
I think. So it's mental to me that someone can find that attractive. I go to a club and I look at someone and I'm like, you're defo 18, 19, 100%.
Yeah.
And then you speak to them and they're like, I'm 19. And I'm like, yep, goodbye.
Yeah. I think there's some that don't look that age. Like, I genuinely do think there's some...
I think more women don't. I think men look their age.
Agreed.
But women, possibly not. But I don't think it matters because I think there's a thing as... So I think obviously age gap is one thing, but it's experience gaps is another. Me at 26 and an 18, I have got absolutely nothing in common with you at 18. Nothing. We are on two totally different trajectories of life.
Yeah.
I'm going to seem really smart to you as an 18-year-old because, and you're going to look at me and think, wow, she really got life together. Yeah, that's because I've lived life a bit more than you have, you know, and you've got all of this to come. But I think it's really weird when you're old and you look at an 18-year-old and you're like, I want some of that. No, like, I let you live your life, right? You know,
I find it really, like, I think the age gap closes as you get older.
Definitely,
right?
100%.
So
that's why I talk about experience gaps rather than age gaps.
Yes.
It's a different thing.
Yeah. because you look at an 18-year-old and go, oh my God, they're so young.
Yes.
But
Whereas
like me
I
and
would
you
look
can
at
connect.
exactly.
No, I'm not talking about us looking at each other going, hey, oh, hey girl. Like, I'm
Damn it.
sorry.
Crushed my dreams.
Maybe in another life.
Maybe after a few drinks.
I have like we connect. We can connect, and we can connect on the same level. And like you said, an experience gap is a much better way of describing it.
That's how I would always describe it. Definitely.
Right. Because I always have this thing as well. Like I never realise I'm old until I talk to an 18-year-old, and then I realise, wow, you lot are dumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, you lot I still identify inside as if I am 18. Me and all my friends.
Yeah.
Not
25.
25.
I think 25.
I still feel no different to the day that I felt when I was
like
18.
Yeah.
I still feel the same internally, and I don't realise that change has happened until, and I don't think any of my friends do. We're kind of sat there having the same conversation, and then you speak to an 18-year-old and you realise, oh fuck, you lot are really dumb and we're really old. Yeah. Like, I realised, like, I don't really want to down a bottle of £5 wine. Thank you very much.
Exactly. Yeah.
Doesn't sound fun to me.
Yeah.
Or it's stuff like that, isn't it? It's crazy.
Yeah. Just like, I personally think that if you're a lot older and you go with someone who is young, like freshly 18, that has no life experience, you are a control freak. Yes. Because why would you want to be with someone who is freshly 18, has got absolutely zero life experience? You know, I think life experience truly I think now for me, 25, I am forever 25 now, because even at 23, I would say for me, but I would, I'd say, they say, don't they, that your frontal lobe develops 25. At 25. Yeah. And I 100% believe that is true, because me at 18, even 21, is a completely different person to me at 25. And I do think that, especially men who date younger women, it's a bit weird. It is even weird. Just men, I guess, actually. It's just, anyone who dates someone who's freshly 18, who's got no life experience. Why? You know? Yeah.
I mean, I've got to be careful about myself here, because my partner is obviously 10 years younger than me. But he's not
25.
18.
He's not 18. He's 26. Yeah, that's totally different.
I think I was about 26.
If you were... I would be the first to tell you if I thought that was weird.
I don't feel like I'm an old 36-year-old
I mean, look at us.
either.
Like, I'm his age as well, and we're like
connect.
Best friends. So
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't feel like I'm an old 36-year-old. Like some 36-year-olds I look at. Did I send you the thing on Instagram the other day where it was you know, Home Alone? You know, Kevin's mum. She's 36.
Yeah, in the film. Yeah.
Did I send you it? Yeah, and it was like.
But she looks way older.
Yeah.
Yeah, way older.
But she's 36 in that film, and I was like, oh my god.
Would you remember when we went out on that night out, the same one you were talking about before, when we met that woman, and she was younger than you?
She was younger than me.
Girl, did not look younger than her.
And she kept saying to me, I can't believe you're 36.
Yeah.
And I was like,
you were 35 at the time.
I was. I was. I was like, I can't believe that you're 32.
Yeah.
I'm like, is this... What's this? But sometimes, like, I think a lot of my friends actually look really good for their age.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do meet people that are my age, and I think, wow. Not that I'm trying to big myself up. Like, there's loads of girls my age.
No, I totally agree with you. I meet people like that as well. Yeah. I think, wow, you've got no idea. Yeah. Or just no level of learning. You know, some people just walk. When you look. Oh, okay, this is another thing. Did you ever? Oh, God, I'll rant now. Do you ever meet people and look at them and think, how do you live?
Yes.
How do you even remember to breathe? How do you survive?
How did you make it to work today?
That's one thing I cannot date someone who is incompetent.
Oh my god.
So I'll tell you this story. Okay. This is a very short story. One of my exes, right? It's interesting because, like, I felt sorry for him, but at the same time I understood it because his dad used to speak to him like this, right? And as much as frustrating as it is, I did understand his dad's frustration, because his dad was like, what is wrong with you? So me and him went shopping once, right? And I can't date somebody like this. I just can't, because I will be nasty to you.
Oh.
Because, and not even, it's just so unbelievably frustrating to me because I don't get it.
Yes, yeah.
So me and him, we went shopping, and you know the scan and go things you put in the trolley, right? He's pushing the trolley.
Yeah.
So he's following me, right? And I'm grabbing things, right?
Yeah.
And I grab the first thing and I hand it to him.
Yeah.
Right? Obviously, he's got the trolley and the scan and go thing, right?
Yeah.
So naturally,
scan it, put it in the trolley,
it, right?
Yeah.
So I handed it to him, and he took it off me. He just looked at it, and I just looked at him for a second, and he then looks back up at me, and I said, "Hello." I said, "Hello." I said, "Is anybody there?" I said, "Scan it." And he was like, "Oh, yeah." And I said, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "How do you remember to even breathe?" Like,
oh my God, yeah, no.
just
you
manually,
definitely
like,
can't
do you
date
have to
someone.
manually blink as well, like, and tell yourself how to do that? Like, do you have to have
shit.
someone to tell you how to do that?
That's
Come
how,
on.
That's how I feel
Come
with certain
on.
things. Like, the thing is, I don't think you mean to be mean. Like, you don't want to hurt that person, but it's that level of frustration in that moment where you're like, I can't tolerate this anymore.
Oh my God, yeah.
How
Stupidity.
do you not know how to function and
Yes.
get yourself from A to B?
Yes.
And also, the other part that annoys me about this is, why are you looking at me to get you from
For
A
guidance.
to B?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fuck me. Have you not managed to? I
Yeah.
see this in people that are way older than me as well.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
how do you have a mortgage?
Right. How do you know to drive?
Right.
Or have you ever been in a car with someone and be like, oh my
Yes.
God, it's clear that they must have passed you out of pity?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where they're driving along in like first gear and it's going.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm
Screeching.
a bit of a control freak as well, though. So, like, even sat next to someone who
You've
driving
been next to me when I drive.
like, yeah, fine.
Are you okay with
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Oh, good.
You know, we've had this
I'm a good
discussion
driver.
before. No, yeah.
Have we?
Yeah, yeah.
On the podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I do
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, just competence, I cannot deal. But
I know.
Yeah, we've gone on a massive
We've
tangent.
gone on a massive tangent,
Sorry.
but I feel like it's
Hope
a
it-
really good episode,
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest.
I hope
And
that made sense, though.
I think it did. Well,
hope
if
so.
not, they've just got the inner ramblings of our
yeah,
mind.
literally. That's why it works, though, I think, because we just... It's so easy to have a conversation with you.
Just-
Thank God, eh?
Thank God, we're best friends.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, should we...
Wrap it up.
Yeah, what was
we-
you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say the conclusion of
Yeah.
our whole thing
Conclusion.
was, so we would have a conversation with the wife,
Yes.
which came from I need to speak to my wife about this. Have a conversation with, then you'd expect the wife to then have a conversation with her bezzy mate.
Yeah.
And then together you're going to say to the bezzy mate, sort your act out and
100%.
fucking put
Yeah.
some boundaries in, mate.
Yeah.
Does that sound like our... Yeah.
That was mic dropping. I'm leaving that in. No.
Right. Clear example between Gen Z and millennial. She's mic dropping and I'm like...
Okay. Right.
What a great episode.
That was good.
Yeah.
Okay. So, right. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all of those lovely things. Follow us on Spotify, rate us 5 stars, and we will see you in the next episode.
See you in the next episode. Thank you. Bye.